Hello there, folks, and welcome back. My name's Steven, and today we're going to be reviewing the Howa Carbon Elevate. I'm super excited to have this in the shop as this is a flagship model for Howa in the hunting series of rifles. It has got a fully carbon fiber stock, a carbon fiber wrapped barrel or a carbon fiber barrel, and of course uses the Howa 1500 receiver. I've never had a Howa that has a carbon fiber stock and a carbon fiber wrapped barrel. So super excited to test this out. I'll be using this at the range extensively, putting it through the paces and testing it. So I'll have more videos to come on that, as well as I'll be using it this fall hunting wild game. So come and check those out as well to continue to see the progress and improvement with this rifle. But anyways, today's going to be an initial impressions review of the Howa Carbon Elevate rifle. The barrel is actually made in Japan by Howa. So this is a carbon fiber wrapped barrel, like I've been saying. It has a stainless steel shank or barrel inside of it that's actually metal. And then it's threaded 5/8 by 24 with a very nice stainless steel thread protector. It's wrapped then with carbon fiber layering. And like I said, it's actually made by Howa. So it's going to be interesting to see how this carbon fiber barrel performs, given it's not a proof research or a known manufacturing brand out there for carbon fiber barrels. The diameter on this is about probably equivalent to a contour number 6 or 5. So pretty heavy barrel, extremely lightweight, obviously, but as far as the contour, it's heavy. And that basically wrapping it with carbon fiber allows you to have hopefully the benefits of a bull barrel, but in a extremely lightweight package. And it also looks really eye-pleasing. Steel receiver by Howa, the Howa 1500 Action, and the barrel inside, I believe the core is hammer forged, but don't quote me on that. The stock itself is made by Stockies in the United States, and this is hand-laid carbon fiber stock with let's see if I can remember the correct terminology for this. It advertises it as a AccuBlock lug bed system. We're going to actually take this barreled action out of the stock and show you guys what that looks like, because I'm kind of curious onto the workings of that as well. It comes with a limb saver recoil pad. It's actually very smushy, looks very slick, blends into the carbon fiber nicely, but just a beautiful gun. The stock itself has a gel coat paint job, much like you would see maybe on a fiberglass boat. Very abrasion and chip resistant coating on there. It doesn't have any texturing or like rubberized feel to it though, so that's something to note, but that doesn't really bother me at all. On the stock here, you have, of course, a rear sling swivel stud, and on the front, you have one sling swivel stud as well. The floor plate is all metal, and the trigger guard is all metal as well. It has 2 action screws, as you can see in the front and the rear, like any traditional Howa rifle does. Coming over to this side, it has a 2-stage hacked trigger system, just like all Howas do, which I really, really love. They're easy to adjust and perform great in the field. Has a 3-position safety, so we'll go ahead. I've already made sure off video that this is in fact safe and secure. Put it all the way to the rear. You can't fire or operate the bolt. It locks the bolt handle, which is great for going through brush. You don't want that to come open on you by accident. In the second position, you can work the bolt, but you cannot fire the rifle. And in the forward position, you can fire. Let's go ahead and just take a look at the from the factory trigger weight without any modifications done. So this rifle is totally from the factory. There is no modifications done whatsoever. Using our Wheeler trigger gauge, it breaks at just under 3.5 pounds. Like I said, I actually go in and usually adjust these, but I don't recommend you do it unless you're a trained gunsmith. Anyways, let's go ahead. And the starting weight on these, it comes in 6.5 Creedmoor and 308 for short action, 6.5 PRC for long action, and 6.5 Grenville for mini action. Those are the calibers available right now. In mini action, the starting weight is 4 pounds, 13 ounces. I believe for this short action is just under 5 pounds. Also, the short action comes with a 20-inch barrel and 6.5 Creedmoor and 308, and in 6.5 PRC, it comes with a 24-inch barrel. Of course, it comes with a sub-MOA guarantee, and it also comes with a lifetime warranty through Legacy Sports here in the United States. Let's go ahead and now see how this action works, how it feels running the bolt. All right. You know, it's definitely smoother than many other manufacturers out there. It has a nice tight feel to it. There's not a lot of slop in it. There is some though. It is a 2-lug design on the bolt. Let's go ahead. So to get it to do the drift test here, you kind of have to give it a little jiggle. This rifle is, like I said, brand new out of the package, so it hasn't been worked or smoothed at all. There's a little bit of machining marks on the bolt itself and within the receiver. Of course, that's all. I believe it's been parkerized or blued, but anyways, has a great coating on it. Let's go ahead and remove the bolt. To remove the bolt, you're going to push down on this tab right here, and the bolt should just come right out to the rear. As you can see, it has a plunger ejector, a Seiko style extractor, and 2 lugs on the bolt. The bolt itself is just a great design. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. The bolt and the bolt handle are all one piece. So this is not brazed on. The bolt handle is not brazed on. Makes it very durable, less chances of breaking. And one of the best things I love about Howa is how this bolt comes apart. You can simply just turn it in your hand. Let's see if I can clockwise. And the firing pin comes right out for service, maintenance, cleaning, and inspection. To put it back in, you simply drop her in, push down with your hand, turn it clockwise, and it's going to fall right back into place. So just a super easy design, much better than a lot of the competitors out there on the market. So let's go ahead and take a look at this floor plate design. You push in on a lever right here, and the floor plate opens up. It's all metal, has a metal spring and a plastic follower. That goes back in very nicely. And let's talk a little bit more about that trigger before we move on. Just a second here. All right, it appears I threw this thing together in my haste so fast that it's actually reversed. That's an easy fix. Right there's the correct position. I've done that before in haste. Now goes right in. So the lift on this is 90 degrees. It's pretty smooth and easy, not hard to operate. Like I said, it's smooth and tight tolerances, but it's not as smooth as a Tikka or a Bergara running through the action. It's got a little less slop in it though than a Tikka or Bergara. Let's go ahead and check the 2 stages on this trigger. So first stage, nice, easy, less than a pound pull. Hits a good solid wall. Absolutely no perceivable creep. Good crisp break. A little bit of perceivable over travel, but over travel never really bothered me much. Not probably quite as good as a factory Bergara trigger or a factory Tikka trigger, but with a little bit of adjustment, it's far superior in my opinion. Anyways, let's go ahead and take the barreled action, barreled action out of the stock. Like I said, these stocks are made in the United States by Stockies. All right, folks, so I've gone ahead and taken the Howa barreled action out of the stock. As you can see, it has a nice flat bottom receiver, an extremely heavy duty, hefty integral recoil lug. I think this is far superior to a Bergara style, Remington style, and many other manufacturers out there where they sandwich the recoil lug between the barrel and the receiver. This is all one part receiver, hammer forged, so just extremely. Also, the front action screw goes right into that front recoil lug. I don't think there's a more secure, firmer foundation for consistent accuracy than this. Has a flat bottom receiver. Of course, has a beautiful trigger with an all metal housing. You simply remove one screw right here. You can remove that entire trigger much easier than on, say, a Bergara Remington 700. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this stock. Pull out the magazine, the internal box magazine metal. So what I'm seeing here is this is like I said, hand-laid carbon fiber. I believe they're using resin in it, possibly fiberglass as well in this mixture. Coming forward, you have a beautiful machining job in here, just beautiful for the recoil lug area. Let me see if I can get that even closer. As you can see, very clean job, beautiful. Has a little mark for when you're off or on safety built into the stock. Great inlaying work. What I'm seeing here is I don't actually see like an aluminum block, and the description doesn't really tell you if there's an aluminum block. It says AccuBed. I believe there's some sort of pillar bedding possibly built into this inside the fiberglass and carbon fiber, but not 100% sure. Either way, it looks very well machined. It's going to be interesting to see. I can't perceive. Let's actually see if I can throw a magnet even maybe on there. If it's aluminum though, it's not going to attract. So obviously no steel in there. If it's aluminum, if there's aluminum in there, it doesn't really say. I think there's reinforced pillars, it kind of looks like maybe. So maybe aluminum pillars, but I might have to get some more information for you guys, see if I can get an exact description of what's in this carbon fiber, if there is any metal at all in there. But either way, extremely lightweight. This is under 2 pounds. This is incredibly lightweight. Of course, here is the floor plate and trigger guard, very nicely made, coated on all sides. I'm going to go ahead and throw this back in there, and then I'm going to do a free float test to see if the barrel clears the barrel channel on the stock once it's torqued down properly. So let's go ahead and throw this in there. This sits right into place very nicely. All right, folks, so I've put the Howa Carbon Elevate back in the barreled action. Let's go ahead and see if it passes a free float test here with a little piece of paper. I've tried to center it correctly in the barrel channel. If you guys look from this angle. All right, so it's definitely not passing the free float test. This paper is a little thicker, but even so, there's definitely contact between the barrel and the barrel channel on the left side here. Now, this might just be the one I happened to get. It might not be all of them. With a hunting rifle that's sub 5 pounds and has a carbon fiber wrapped barrel like this, it's not going to be a large factor or even really much of a factor at all, but it is something to note. I mean, if this was a target rifle with a metal steel barrel and wasn't carbon fiber wrapped, it would be a much bigger deal. It's still something to take note of. In a hunting rifle, it's not going to make a whole lot different for an ultralight hunting rifle such as this. But that's something that is there to note. It does make contact, it looks like only on that left tip of the forend there. Another thing I noticed is that there was a couple blemishes on the carbon fiber. There was a tiny little mark right here when I got it. There was also like where this is cut out for the safety, it's just a little rough. It doesn't look like the gel coat is as thick there, or like they just cut through and there's no gel coat. And then the same right here by the ramp. It's a little bit like chipped away almost, and there's not a good gel coat there. So that's something to take note of. It could just be a one-off with this rifle and not all are that way. But overall, extremely pleased with this rifle. Overall, extremely happy with this rifle. For a carbon fiber stock and carbon fiber barrel rifle of this quality, it comes in an extremely great budget price point. So go ahead and check them out. Hope you enjoyed this review. Keep tuned because I'm going to be testing this out at the range. I'm going to have footage of that and hunting as well. So we'll really put this through the paces and see how it performs.